YouTube. This is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world. And this time we are going over to Brazil and checking out this long hair muscly guy who's got this vocals of an operatic heavy metal, and I'm sure he can do amazing other things as well, which I have yet to discover because apparently he's got about say 250 song covers. I believe it's song covers. I'm hoping that there will be some original songs in there other than song covers. I haven't yet to answer that question. That's right, I'm talking about Dan Vasc. Now, I've listened to you guys. You guys have given me an amazing amount of lists to look at, and somehow I've got to amalgamate them all and put them onto one list. But for now, I'm just wetting my taste buds and looking through. I haven't looked through and pressed play. I've just looked through at the title, and there's one particular song that stood out for me. And it's Seal, Kiss from a Rose. I love that song. And I've heard one other person, an English guy, UK, and he sang that on, I believe it was The Voice or something like that, The Voice or Britain's Got Talent or something like that. And he smashed it. And I loved it. And I don't think that there's been anybody else. I think, wait a minute. Has Katra Khan done it? Not too sure. But look, I'm here with Danny Boy. And that's the nickname that, if your name's Dan or Danny, and I know his real name, thank you very much. And I understand that he's, I can't pronounce his surname. But thank you very much for your insightful and educating me on Dan. So yeah, I do know his real name, and I understand the story, reason why he cut it short and everything else. So look, keep those informative information coming in, because it's not only that do I read them, other people who look on my channel who don't even know who Dan is, yeah, that I'm sure that, she who shall name nameless, who pushed me down the rabbit hole of what Dan is, well, I'm sure that she will also push them down the rabbit hole as well. So look, this is Kiss from a Rose. I can't wait to press the play button, so let's do that. So without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video, audio, music. Can you dig it? Sorry is a collaboration with Violet Orlandi. I'm so sorry. I'll talk about her after. That was a rubbish intro. Apologies, sorry. Sorry, apologies.
There used to be a great tower alone on the sea.
Okay. See why you chose her.
Dark side of me.
Same kind of tone. Love that bit. And this bit.
Did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen?
I knew you had to do that part. Question: when you're hearing Dan, when I'm hearing Dan, right? Because you guys are the connoisseurs, right? This is like my first baby. I'm still crawling this in towards like baby steps. I'm not yet a child yet. I'm still a baby into what is Dan. So I'm looking at this and hearing his voice, and it's just like, my first question is, why didn't he not do this as a solo piece? Because you can hear his voice, and this is something like bang, solo piece, and it's got to be. I'm just thinking, because he can do this song by his own, it's down to his better nature, his other side. Other than the artist, there's the person, and that person loves to do collaborations with other people. I just thought that, I don't know who reached out to who. I guess he reached out to her, or they've just known each other for ages. I thought, you know what, I think this would be a great song to collaborate on. So there's that side as well. Because look, you guys have not told me about Dan doing collaborations. So how many collaborations has he done out of the 250 songs that he's done? So that'll be interesting, number one. But yeah, So it's almost like every song he's doing, I'm seeing a different leaf of Dan. Does that make sense to you guys? He's looking thinner as well. I mean, this is 2 years ago. And also, it seems to me that there's a sharp stop in what Dan's doing. So can you give me an update on what's happening there? Has he just taken a break? Has he stopped? Or is he doing something is he concentrating on an album? I don't know. But it's kind of like weird. Of all these, like, he's got millions of views and all of a sudden, stop, nothing. So let me know about that, please. I'm going to go back just a little bit. About here. Actually, that's a lot. I love this song, isn't it? Yes, you've got those guitars, bro. I like this. I've seen it a number of times.
There is so much this man can tell you, so much he can say. You remained my power, my pleasure, my pain, baby.
I'm not I screamed that one out. I like your...
Now won't you tell me is that healthy, baby? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes
I do like your version.
large and the light that you shine can be seen.
Oh, you swapped it. Yeah.
Now that your roses in bloom, a light is the gloom on the grave.
Oh, you told me his name because the guitarist. Thank you very much. Victor. The nerd. I do like this man.
There is so much that man can tell, so much I can say. You remain, you're my power, my pleasure, my pain.
To me, you're like a poor addiction that I can't deny. Now, won't you tell me, is that how they baby?
But did you know
That when it snows,
my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? Baby, like a baby to a kiss from the rose on the grave.
oh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels.
This is brilliant.
Now that your roses are bloom, a light hits the blue on the grave.
Perfect. Collaboration.
Oh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels.
Now that your roses in bloom, a light hits the blue on the
Now that your rose is in bloom
A light hits the gloom
on the grave.
So that was Dan Vasc with apologies for not saying her name at the beginning. So sorry. Violet Orlandi. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. So is Violet Orlandi also a Brazilian? There's a couple of things. So that's the question number one. There's a couple of things that surprises me because I've only just kind of acknowledged it now. It was there before, but I've kind of like acknowledged it. His accent when he sings in English, especially of the operatic nature. It is so classy English. He completely loses his Brazilian accent altogether. Like, for instance, when you hear the amazing Gabriel Henrique, you can hear that the Brazilian twang on it. Now, I don't know if it's because Dan is tapping into his Italian heritage, which I understand he's learning Italian at the moment. Well done, he must have learned Italian by now, because of his dad's side. And I understand the operatic nature of that, but he hasn't got Italian accent either. And the pronunciations, I know that he had some kind of elocutions lessons and to learn English, but wow, man. You know, it's not only was I scrutinizing the pronunciations, I was scrutinizing the accent. I was trying to find or pinpoint any kind of Brazilian format in there, and I couldn't. And it was like, you have come such a far way to home in, 250 far away, to home in on a skill and say, this is what I want to develop into. His deliverance. He must have OCD or something, because he's acute to every kind of thing. You know, he's not going to do it unless it's that must be absolutely perfect. That must be driving him absolutely insane. Now, I'm a person like, yeah, that's okay. But Dan's like, no, I don't want okay. I want perfect. And you can see that in his stance, you can see that in his presentation, even though he's got that little smile on his face and everything else, but you can see it. You can see his dedication. And I suppose that inspires the collaborator as well. Because Violet was absolutely amazing. When she was hitting those high notes in that soft, gentle style, I was like, wow. And straight away, when she opened her mouth and the tone that she was giving and providing, that natural tone, there wasn't like kind of working hard to develop what tone we should sing together. It was natural. And that unison, that dancing unison that they had together within their vocals, it was lovely. It was effortless. So when it came to the belting out or the screaming element, you saw how tight they were. That's why when Dan done the baby, just by my rose, he done that first, then she done it second, but it was equally matched. It was easily like, you can swap around, doesn't matter. But at first glance, I said, oh, I knew Dan was going to do that part because he's going to, but I was so surprised when they done the reverse. So it just shows that there was equally matched in that kind of tone for this song. Perfect. I don't know what song I'm going to do next, but I'm telling you right now, I am so enjoying the journey. And I'm not trying to scrutinize what is Dan. I'm just fascinated on the things that my ears and eyes are picking up on. Sometimes you automatically separate a person when you see a fantastic presentation. Even down to his hair, down to his muscles, down what to his hair, down to what if he's playing the guitar or when there's a song that's fantastic, you have the luxury of scrutinizing it because it's so brilliant. You want to see every little bolts and twists and turns, and that's what I'm doing with Dan as an artist. I want to see all the bolts, and I may not unlock all of them. I may need your help. I may not see certain things that you already know. You may not want to tell me until I see it myself. And then you might say, Uncle Mum, I was waiting for you to say that. You're right on time. Until next time, I salute you. Boom!